Hi Glam Squad, welcome back to another video. The first thing I want to say is I am so sorry I was gone all year. I've just been working on some personal goals that I finally achieved, and now I'm back and I'm better. So just because I had a crazy summer, I had a crazy 2022, the chisme is about to get spicy. If you are mentioned in the story, please don't take it personal. My viewers need to know what's up. I feel like I have to give them a good story. Like, it's just been so long. So, this goes back to the summertime. I was chilling at home and I got a text message from a friend saying that she wanted to hang out. I had just met the friend, maybe hung out like twice at this point. Whatever, I was working that day. If you guys know, I am a freelance makeup artist. That's what I do to get my coin. So I told them, like, I'm working, so let's see how I feel that day. Usually, if I'm going out with you after work, just know I am packing an outfit. Like, I am definitely packing an outfit. So I didn't pack an outfit that day. So the vibe was giving that I wasn't gonna show up. I was just gonna send her a text and be like, hey babe, I couldn't make it, I'm tired. Which realistically, I was tired. When she texted me, I said that I would go because throughout the day I had a couple of friends hitting me up, and it happened to be that they were all going to the same place. So I'm like, you know what, it might be a lit night, I'm off the next day, like, let's do it. So I went to Forever 21 and I got an outfit. When I show up, I'm the first one there. Me and my bestie at the time were the first ones there. We always used to go out, so yeah, we'll just meet up and go together. So we're the first ones there, everybody starts approaching. It was a group of like, I want to say like 5 to 6 people that night. So my friend gets there and she comes with a pretty boy. Don't get gassed if you're watching this. Yeah, the boy was fine, and she didn't even tell me that she was coming with someone, and I also didn't tell her that I was with other friends. So it was that kind of vibe, like everybody just meeting each other. She knew one of my friends that were there because she follows him. It was cool. If you're from New York, you know about Mickey's Spinard or whatever the fuck it's called. Mickey's whatever the last part is, I can't even say it. But yeah, if you're from New York, you know. Anyway, so Mickey has really cheap shots. If you had a Mickey shots, comment down below. Them shits are strong as hell. They are cheap, so it makes sense. Anyway, so we're just taking rounds of shots. My friend is buying shots. I buy a round. Everybody buys a round. So I realized that the pretty boy that she bought didn't buy shots. Well, and we all did. You know what I mean? We're gonna call him pretty boy. Whatever. So I asked him. I'm like, hey, you wanna buy us a round of shots? For some reason, one of the friends that was there did not like that, which I don't know why. Like, this is just me. I'm gonna get free shots. Especially if I'm buying y'all shots. We're all buying each other shots. This is just what we're doing. I guess he just didn't like the fact that I asked the pretty boy to buy shots. He said no and I persisted. Whatever, me being me, I convinced him. He got his shots. So me and my friend, I'm gonna call her girlfriend. So me and the girlfriend, we're like having fun. We're taking more shots. We're getting free drinks at the bar. One thing about me, if you ever went out with me, for some reason, like, people like to buy me free drinks. And I am so here for it. Whatever. So we're getting free drinks. We're getting free shots. We meet this other guy. He's like loving us. My friend is really pretty. She missed our point though. She didn't tell me she didn't eat. And you cannot be taking shots without eating. That's rule number 1. Like, maybe you can have a cute little drink and then eat and then keep drinking, but you taking shots, you have not ate all day. You probably ate breakfast and we're mad skinny. When the liquor hits me, I ask her, I'm like, so who's the boy? He's cute, you know, who's the pretty boy? She goes, oh, he's a friend, he's visiting, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. To me, a friend visiting, yeah, fucking, I don't want to hear it, you know? But that's none of my business. I only take the facts that are told to me, okay? Right. So what happens? We get so lit. Oh my god. We was like, honestly, we should have never even went to the other place. It's funny because pretty boy was saying that we shouldn't go to the other place. He was pumping let's go home. Us being hot girls, we decided that no, we're gonna go. They threw pretty boy with me and the girlfriend in the back. So I'm gonna be honest with ya, I was like, from 1 to 10, I was a 7, drunk wise. And if I was a 7, I'm sure she was like a 9 already. What happens? We're in the back. One thing led to the other. We started kissing. Me and her started kissing, like making out. And she's asking him if he finds that hot. Like, oh, is that hot? Like, and he's like, yeah. He's like, he's here for it. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, looking back at it, I'm like, but at the moment, I was being nonchalant. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I wasn't thinking like, why is she asking him if that's hot? Why is he saying yes? You know what I mean? Like, if I was a 5 drunk wise, I would have known right away. I'm like, something fishy here. What happens? We got to the next spot. And the next spot, they sell hookah. They sell hookah, they sell drinks, whatever. It's not as cheap as Mickey's. So best believe I'm buying 1 drink, and then from there, I'm getting my drinks bought for me. Not even because I have the need, but just because it just happens. You know what I mean? So I met this guy, he bought us drinks. He bought me and my friend drink. If you're my friend and you're out with me and they buy me a drink, you're getting a drink too. That's girl code right there. It's better. It just keeps getting better and better. And I even told you that she didn't eat for a reason. Right. So we're on stage. Bro, we're on stage. And they're like promoting this thing that like the best twerker gets a bottle. And my friend, one of my friends, could fucking twerk. Like, his ass is fire. His waist is little. So it's giving, we're gonna win. And he was like, prop, 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 prop. And I'm just like, OMG, we're about to win a bottle. What happens? We win the contest, but we don't. First of all, we're falling. Let me tell you that part. We're falling. When we're on stage, we're like falling. Like, it's giving a little sloppy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And we don't even give it up like that. Like, we try to be cute. We be drunk, fun, but not sloppy. That night was giving a little sloppy. Anyway, so we win. Now the DJ is telling us he don't have a bottle. So now my friend is like, he wants his bottle. Like, bitch, he did twerk my heart. Like, he deserved that bottle. He doesn't give us a bottle, but he gives us vouchers to get free drinks at the bar. Bad idea. We didn't even need those. A worse idea would have been if they would actually gave us the bottle. Like, no. The best thing that happened was that we didn't get that bottle, because even I would end up where my friend ended up. Homegirl goes to the bathroom, takes 15 minutes in the bathroom, and honestly, like, only I knew her in the group, me and Pretty Boy. So I'm like, all right, like, where's my friend? That's one thing about me. My friend is gonna be good. I'm gonna take care of my friend. So I go looking for her. When I go looking for her, Pretty Boy's telling me that, like, she's passed out. She's literally passed out on top of the toilet, throwing up. And I'm like, all right, so what are we gonna do? Like, what is it giving? We finally get her out the bathroom, but she's out the bathroom like, it was giving that. It was giving, you know, like, unconscious but conscious. Like, she can hear us, but her eyes are closed. That. So I'm like, all right, let's carry her outside. And clearly it's time to go home. You know what I mean? Like, at least me with her, because that's my friend. So we carry her outside. Pretty Boy's being really nice. He's like helping her. We give her water. She throws up the water. The girl is on the floor dead. Literally. Like, passed out. All right, let me fast forward, because this is when it gets spicy. So me, if you're passed out, if I know you're dehydrated and it's because of liquor, and you can possibly have liquor poisoning, bitch, we're going to the hospital. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, hate me later, but we're going to the hospital. So I take her to the hospital, we got her in a safe space, safe zone, IV, all of that. It was me and Pretty Boy. And the doctor recommended us that we leave, because when the cops come, because the cops were coming, when the cops come, they're gonna ask us for information. Unless we want to write a report and put our name on it, he recommended us to leave. I could have sworn the ambulance was gonna take us more uptown. We were in 16th Street or something like that. Like, we were way more downtown, and I live way more uptown. Pretty Boy lives like around 20 of like where we were already. So when I checked my Uber home, it was like almost $100 and something, and then his Uber home was like, what, like $30? So he advised me to take the Uber with him, and then from there I can take the Uber uptown, like home. Worst idea ever. So I got in the car with him, and my phone dies. My luck. My phone dies, bro. We got there, and now I'm like, what am I gonna do? My phone is dead. I know he wasn't gonna order me an Uber home, for sure. He didn't even want to buy us shots, so I didn't even bother. Like, I know I was drunk, and like, I don't know, like my brain just functions when I'm drunk. I'm like that type of drunk. I'm not a drunk that loses it. Like, I'm still functioning. Like, things are still like 1 + 1 still equals 2. You know what I mean? Or maybe it equals 2.5. At this point, he asks me to come upstairs, charge my phone, and then I can leave. Set up. First of all, I should have known that. I'm a grown-ass person. Like, I should know that, like, if you're drunk, we're making out already, and I'm going upstairs, what's gonna happen? Just take a lucky guess. What the hell was gonna happen? So I go upstairs, and he tells me to wait in the hallway. He's like, hold on, wait here. I don't know what the hell he told me, but he said wait here. So I was like, all right, back, go. I waited like 2 to 3 minutes, and I go in the apartment. When I'm in the apartment, the freaking TV is like on 100. Like, literally, volume was on 100. So I'm like, why so loud? He's like, oh, the person that lives here that I'm staying with is blind. Because remember, he was visiting. So the apartment that we were going to was where he was staying. So the person that he was staying with was blind. So I'm like, huh? The person that he lives with comes out of his bedroom. Because clearly he hears him come in. The door goes ding dong. Which makes sense. Like, if I was a blind person, I would have some type of alert of that someone just came in the house, right? So I guess since he heard it twice, like coming in and then letting me in, he got up. So he gets up and he's like, shh. He tells me to shh and not to move. Like, just stay, like, stay still. Like, just don't move. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this man is blind. Like, personally, I feel like when you lose a sense, I hope I'm saying it right, those are senses. When you lose a sense, your other senses get stronger. Bro, one move and I know this man is gonna hear me. Anyway, so he sits, he lights up a cigarette. At the time, I was smoking cigarettes. It was just something that I would do when I was drunk. Right now, I'm in a stage that I'm like healing and like cleansing my body and just making sure that I'm like in a good space in life, like with myself. So I'm not smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke at all, actually. Let me not sidetrack. So he's smoking cigarettes and I'm like smelling the cigarette, and like, if you ever smoked a cigarette and like, if you like smoking cigarettes when you're drunk, bitch, I wanted one. Respectfully, I was gonna be like, whoop. So he sits down, the uncle, and he's like smoking his cigarette, and he starts telling pretty boy like, hey, like, how was your day? Da 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 da. I guess he was talking good about my girlfriend, whatever. So the uncle wanted to know. So the uncle knew the tea. So finally, after like 20 minutes of me standing there, honestly, I don't even know how the hell I did it. Like, thank God I have sneakers on, because if I would have had boots, respectfully, I would have sat down. Like, this person is about to find out that you have someone in the crib. I didn't even know you were sneaking me in. Plus, my phone is still not even charging yet. So I'm like, oh my God, it's just so much going on. Long story short, the person that he lives with goes into his bedroom. It was a 1-bedroom apartment, really small. So I guess he was staying like in the living room, like sofa vibes, whatever. And the TV is still on 1,000. Thank God for the TV being on 1,000, because if not, I would have to like shut the fuck up the whole time. Whatever. So the TV is on 1,000. He's like, oh, while your phone charges, I'm gonna play a movie. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But to be honest, I'm probably gonna fall asleep. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna let you fall asleep. Whatever. We start kissing. We ended up hooking up. I probably should never done that, honestly. But he convinced me to hook up with him because he was telling me how that was in his plans already. Like, him and my girlfriend had already planned that. Which I found a little shady, but whatever, girl. He even showed me messages about like them talking. And like me being in the plans. So you know what? I'm like, oh, so that's how y'all doing me? Alright, so this is how I'm gonna do it. He's hot. I like him. So we ended up hooking up. After we hooked up, I wanted to leave instantly. Like, I instantly wanted to leave. Like, I just felt bad. I just felt out of place. I just felt like I did something messed up. So homeboy wants to tell me, he's like, well, now that you hooked up with me, your friend is literally in the hospital. We're gonna have to do this threesome. Because how are we gonna tell her about this? The space that I was in at the time, I'm like, you know what? I might just have to do this threesome, because I'm not about to tell this girl that, like, you know, this just happened and like, it's just too much. I'd rather just do a threesome and like, it just happens and it's done with. Obviously, I didn't make my decision right there and then. It was more like we interchanged numbers and like we spoke a little bit about it, and I spoke to her about it before anything. So it wasn't like right there I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do so I can feel better about myself. It was something that kind of like, it just, I had to work it into my, you know, into my. Now I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking, when I tell him, oh, I want to leave, like I'm about to order my Uber, he's like, you can't leave. He's like, you have to stay here because the door is gonna say ding dong. And the person that I'm staying with is gonna know, you know what I mean, that someone just left. It's giving like, how, like, why did you open, like, why are you opening the door, whatever. So I'm like, no bro, like I'm not staying, like we're gonna have to make a plan, like let's make a plan. Let's tell him that like that you was looking for, because the second time that he opened the door and the person got out the room, he asked him, he was like, oh, why you came in and out twice? And he made up a little lie. He was like, oh, I dropped my bracelet coming in, so that's why I opened the door to, like, you know, pick it up. I forgot to add that part. Yes, that happened. Anyway, so now I'm like, let's just come up with another lie. Like, let's just tell him that you didn't find what you were looking for and that, you know, you insisted in checking again. He's like, nah, let's just chill for a little bit. Maybe we could just talk, get to know each other a little better. I'm like, get to know each other a little better? You just made me feel worse. Like, I just slept with you and I don't even freaking know you like that. This is bad. It was no convincing him. I had to stay. So the plan that we came up with was, let's wait till like 1 or 2 p.m., which is when he usually wakes up. He told me that the person that he lives with drinks alcohol and like, I don't know. He just tells me, he told me that like he wakes up late. So like I wouldn't get caught, because I was thinking, I'm like, imagine I fall asleep here. This man wakes up and starts touching the couch and feels me here. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna happen. TV still on 1,000. That part, don't forget that part. This, while everything is happening, TV is on 1,000. If TV wasn't on 1,000, we probably would have never even hooked up. So I'm like, all right, TV, you came through for that aspect. Anyway, TV is on 1,000. I ended up falling asleep for like 20-30 minutes, and then I woke up and I'm like, all right, like let's just go, like come to the deli, tell him that you got hungry, something. So that was the plan. So we did, we left. The next day, the next day, girl, like when my friend called me, I didn't know what the hell to say. I'm like, if you know me and like you've ever got a feel of me, I'm not that type of person at all, you know. But I feel like I was put in the predicament that like I wasn't even wrong. Like, let me know in the comments down below, y'all think I was wrong? Because I don't think I was wrong. Like, they already had plans with me. So now homegirl got sick and I'm doing it alone. Like, am I wrong? I ended up like linking them again. Like, we linked, all 3 of us, which helped me feel better at the time. But moral of the story is, like, obviously I'm telling y'all the story time because it was a fun story. I wanted it, you know, just to give it to y'all. But from everything that I've been through, I feel like you have to take a lesson. Like, if you don't take a lesson, girl, the hell. So if I ever do another story time, I'm gonna make sure that it has like a lesson behind it. So the lesson that I've learned in this story is that, number 1, be careful who you trust. Because I love the girl, we're still cool, I love my girlfriend, like it's fine, like whatever, I'm over it. I don't know how she's gonna feel after she hears this story, but you shouldn't do that. Shorty, you should not be setting me up. That's a setup. Like, you bring a guy, he's hot, and like you guys have plans of having a threesome. That's kind of a setup. So be careful who you trust, especially new friends. Number 2, don't ever feel like just because you feel like you did something wrong, you have to fix it by doing something else. No, that's not the right thing to do, okay? The right thing to do is admit what you did wrong. What I should have done was let her know what happened and apologize and go from there. So don't ever try to do something else to justify what you just did. Learn that from me. That ass, learn that from me. And number 3, don't tell people your business. Please don't tell people your business. Because I've learned, like, this story continues. It gets better and better and better. But this is where I feel comfortable up to telling the story. Like, it's gonna end here. I'm not gonna continue, but it does get better and it does get messier. If you ever hook up with a guy and it's good, keep it to yourself. You don't gotta tell your besties, you don't gotta tell nobody. And people will do shit to you that you would have never even imagined. So that's the end of the story. I hope you guys loved and enjoyed hearing the story. Again, leave me a comment down below, only if it's cute and nice, okay? I missed you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.